Hey everyone, my name is Austin. Today I'll be doing a makeup tutorial for the Joker from the Batman comics.
Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do when you do this is go ahead and spray your hair. Just go ahead and get that messy stuff over with, because this is probably the messiest part of the whole project. If you do the face paint first and then you try to spray your hair, it becomes an issue. So just spray it first, get it over with. And if you're going to put green contacts in, do that first too, because if you wait, you're going to be pulling all over the makeup that you've been putting on your face for the past hour, and it's a pain. So after you get your hair sprayed, then you're going to want to work on your prosthetics. You're going to put those on before you do the white makeup so that it blends. So in order to do that, you're going to take Spirit Gum, which is a really strong adhesive, and you're going to apply it to your face in a really thin, even layer. And use your fingers to tap on it to make it really sticky and tacky so that whatever you want to stick to your face sticks. So for me, what I'm going to make my prosthetics out of is nose and scar wax. If you haven't ever used nose and scar wax before, one thing that I advise is having petroleum jelly on hand, because that makes your life a lot easier. Nose and scar wax reacts to your body heat, and so if you don't have something to create a barrier between your fingers and the wax, it just becomes a mess. It's really hard to get it to do what you want it to. But with the petroleum jelly, it makes it really easy to form it the way you want it to form. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just trying to get a little point on the chin. I think it's kind of cool when you do the Joker to have a pointy chin and a pointy nose. So I'm going to do the same thing on my nose as I did on the chin. I'm going to use nose and scar wax to make the pointy nose. And something that I didn't get to do for this video that I would advise doing in the future, and if I ever get to do this again, I will definitely do this, is take liquid latex and put it over the nose and scar wax, because it helps it hold its shape and it makes it a lot easier to blend. You're going to see in this video I have a hard time with the chin because it just moves around a lot, but with that liquid latex it can do that. So yeah, that's my advice on that. So as you can see now, I'm just kind of pinching and pulling that nose how I want it, and getting a good point on it. Getting a long, pointy nose. Because I think I should go ahead and say, this isn't really a Heath Ledger or a Jack Nicholson version of the Joker. This is kind of an adaptation of what's going on in the comic books. I really like the Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller comic. And while this won't be like an exact representation, I'm going to take liberties with it. It's it's kind of based around that, and around the original Joker. So that's what I want to do with this. So I'm just kind of taking that petroleum jelly and smoothing that chin out. Like I said, since I didn't put that liquid latex on there, it's kind of a pain. It's not quite staying the way I want it to. So, and then I'm going to put powder over it to make sure that the makeup that I'm going to put over it sticks, and that also it'll help it hold its shape a little bit. And see, I'll pull away some of that extra nose and scar wax on the bottom, because it's unneeded, and the less you have on your face to deal with, the better. So like when you make these prosthetics, you want to make them with as little extra nose and scar wax as possible. Like I'm taking my scalpel right now to scrape away what's hanging off of my face, because trust me, it's easiest when you deal with as little as possible. Less is better. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting my first layer of white cream makeup on, and as you can see, I have green hairspray on the side of my face, which is precisely why I put the makeup on afterwards, because you can cover it up, and it's easy. It's an easy fix. It's not such an easy fix after you've done all this hard work and spent all this time in front of a mirror, and then you spray your hair and it gets all over it. I speak from experience. It's awful. Please spray your hair first. So as you start to apply this cream makeup, you'll start to notice that the nose and scar wax, if you use it, is going to take to the color a lot faster than your skin tone will. But it's okay. Don't panic, because you're going to put a lot of layers on, and by the end of it, it'll all match. I promise. So, but at first, it's not going to look really even. And so you're going to need to put more layers on. You can notice the way that I'm putting it on right now. I'm making long streaks and kind of being messy with it, because it's okay. Like I said, we're going to put more layers on. And that nose and scar wax is going to be the death of me by the time this is over. Without that liquid latex, it's really difficult, especially when I'm putting the cream makeup on. It's kind of stretching it in ways that I don't want it to, so I'm having to constantly go back and fix it. So I'm just going to continue to put this thin layer around my face. Like I said, you don't have to be super neat with that first layer, because it's the first layer. It's going to be on the bottom. Nobody will see it. So, and there's messing with that chin again. Make sure you get under your hairline as well. If you just kind of go right around the hairline, any movement in your hair is going to show. And now we're going to put just neutral face powder over it to hold the makeup that I've already put on there, and build a new layer for build a set for the new layer that's coming next. And it's just a repeat process. You put cream makeup on, and then you powder. You put cream makeup on, and then you powder. The powder is important. Don't skip it, because without the powder, that second layer, you're just going to be moving makeup around. You're not going to be really doing any good. And notice now that I'm putting it on, I know it's fast, but this would be a long video if I didn't speed it up. Now that I'm putting the second layer on, I'm kind of being more careful, and I'm more dabbing it on my face than streaking it, because if you try to streak it, then that's what you're going to get. You're going to get streaks. By dabbing it on your face, you get an even layer. Now, I apologize now if I sound kind of tired doing this. This is like the 4th time I've done this vocal track. I'm not an experienced YouTuber. This has not been a cakewalk, and so yeah, you have to excuse it if it sounds a little bit tired. It's been kind of a pain. There was another mirror over there. It wasn't just looking off in the distance for fun. And so you can like see now that, especially around the nose, it's starting to get a lot more even. And so now you can see I'm taking, I've swapped from using cream makeup to using powder makeup. And the reason for that is powder makeup, it does such a better job of blending into your face than the cream makeup does. The cream makeup's like almost like a foundation in a way. That powder makeup, it does such a cool blend effect when you put a layer on your face and then use your hands to smooth it out. And so I just used it to contour around my cheeks and around my jawline. The jawline to make my jaw a little bit more profound, and the cheeks to make them look more gaunt. And I'm going to put a little bit of contouring up in my temple area, just like that, to make my whole face look a little bit more sunken in. And this is what I was talking about, kind of deviating, taking liberties. The Dark Knight Returns Joker definitely doesn't have, the big sunken in eyes. This is kind of taken from the Nolan universe, but I like it. It's kind of cool. It's one of the few elements from Heath Ledger's Joker that I really liked. Not saying that I didn't like Heath Ledger in the role. I just didn't. I don't know. It just wasn't my favorite makeup job for it. But to each his own. But I really like the dark circles in the eyes. It really adds to the sunken in effect, and at times it even looks like you can't even see the eyes because of how sunken in it is. So it gives them a more scary, ominous look. You're definitely going to want to use eyeliner, because if you don't, then you're going to have these really dark circles, and then you're going to have a line of skin. It just kind of ruins it. So you can definitely see what I'm talking about, though, with that powder makeup, as it, especially on my cheeks, it's kind of faded away, but it's still got that contouring and that really cool blended look. And what I'm doing on my nose right now is just using that powder makeup to define it a little bit more and make it stick out more. because with a lot of white on your face, it makes it look really flat, and so you're going to want to do this to add detail. And here I'm just adding lip color. You're just going to want to do, you know, 1 or 2 really nice even coats on your lip. And then, you know, pull away for the smile, you know. You can either do like really long, drawn out lines for the smile, kind of like what they do in Arkham Origins and Arkham Asylum and all that stuff, the Rocksteady games, or Warner Brothers Montreal, whatever it is now. But for me, I'm just gonna do the really simple ones. I really like it, you know, with everything that's going on with the contouring and stuff. You have to take something simple. So if you are gonna do them like mine, just kind of make sure you fade from the lips onto the line, so you don't have your big huge red lips and these little itty bitty thin lines. So and here's a finished product. So, overall, I felt like it turned out pretty well. And here's some faces, scary Joker faces. Yeah, scary Joker face. So, and thank you for watching. Any questions, I guess you could leave a comment, and I'll try to answer it. And then one day, if I have time, I'll try to do this again using the liquid latex and stuff, and try to really perfect it and put age lines on there and stuff like that. But once again, thanks for watching, and goodbye.